Welcome to the 49ers YouTube Report. I am your host, King Chuck. And guys, we got one for you today. So, the media is on John Lynch's ass. And rightfully so, guys. And I'm going to break this down a little bit, in my opinion, first for a second, because I think this is rightfully so, guys. For the longest, I feel like John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, and I'm a Niner fan, guys, so let's get that, understood from the rip. So there's no biased opinion in this. I want these two guys to succeed, but as a Niner fan, I've talked about this with my cousin before. I've talked about this, that I've thought the media has been a little too nice to these two, and because of their reputations, John Lynch being a great Hall of Fame NFL safety, Kyle Shanahan being the son of a former head coach great, I just think that they've always gotten the benefit of the doubt. But one thing about media and about a lot of people is pride is one thing. It's a hell of a thing. And it's the thing that John Lynch kind of got himself into when Grant Cohn asked him that question and basically said, why do you continuously go against the consensus that says the 49ers should pick this player, and you go again, you have your board, which is all good. But in that aspect, you're going to be graded off your board as well. So you've consistently over the last few years went against the consensus, and you said, I have my shit in my own board. So you pick on your board and then you don't hit. And for the longest, guys, I've said, I don't think that people get on them for. I'm like, dude, where are all these fucking guys? You go from the Jacob Cowings to the Isaac Guarendos and so on and so forth. These guys, we pick these dudes and then they just disappear. Trey Sermon, they disappear. Now, mind you, Trey Sermon's out of the league, but a lot of these guys have just completely disappear off the team. We're drafting them. These are the guys that they're saying that they're not drafting on the consensus board, but we're drafting them and they're not getting hit for it. Where John Lynch fucked up, guys, was when Grant asked him that question, he said, I don't care about everybody else's. It was almost like how he said it. It was a very arrogant and it was a very prideful way he said it. So which now you opened yourself up to people to be able to pull your record and criticize you. And that's exactly what's going on right now. He is getting his ass handed to him in the media, and rightfully so. Like I said, man, you go against the consensus, you want to do that, that's fine. I know there are going to be tons of people that are like, dude, we're not always supposed to go with what everybody is saying. Perfectly a valid point. But what I will say to that, guys, is you will be graded on what you do. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And the Niners, we've hit on some picks, but guys, there are a lot of picks where these guys just don't even play anymore. So I'm just trying to figure out when people were going to call him out, and when he finally went at the media and said it, now they're pulling receipts. And they're like, hold on, homie, your last few drafts haven't been that hot. You've missed on A, B, and C. And so now you got Mel Kiper going out straight on ESPN. He goes out and says, a longtime analyst says he gave us a C for the NFL draft, and that was the lowest of any team. He says calling it really confusing and criticizing general manager John Lynch for reaching ahead of the consensus value in multiple spots. Multiple spots. Now, mind you, guys, these experts got real good relationships with these GMs, with these head coaches, so they just don't want to get out and write any story about these guys. So this is, if he's going in and saying this is like he's standing on business. He is standing on straight business, guys. So he goes for Dejon Stripling. Kiper rated him 73rd overall, calling it a surprise pick ahead of his board. 73rd overall. So mind you, a lot of expert guys said that the 49ers actually did very well, and I agreed, trading back, but then you trade back and then you reach. You reach for guys that you could have gotten later. So then it was like no point of even doing that. So then Romello Height, same thing, ranked 107th overall, guys, on Mel Kiper's board. 107th overall, a way outside of the top 150 pick. Keon Black, also way outside of 150 pick. Value concerns. Kiper argued that San Francisco could have gotten better players at those spots, such as Denzel Boston ahead of Stripling, Jashawn Barham, edge rusher ahead of height, or elite running backs like Mike Washington Jr., which I was saying the whole time. I'm like, dude, Mike Washington Jr. was like he was in the top 5. I think top 3 of running backs in college. And we go and take Keon Black. So then he goes on and says, and Emmett Johnson and Katron Allen ahead of Black. Day 3 picks. While Grayson Halton, running back number 103, was seen as a solid value, the Ephesians Prescott, linebacker number 130, wasn't a bad pick. The later selections didn't offset the earlier reaches. And then his overall take, Kiper acknowledges that some of the picks, especially Stribling, had upside, but stressed that Lynch's strategy prioritized his targets over consensus rankings, guys, which can be risky in a draft where multiple picks come in with reach labels. He tied the 49ers grade with the Jaguars Vikings for last place, noting that the class was one of the most questionable in the entire NFL. Guys, and I'm not just trying to say that Mel Kiper is the end-all, be-all, but there are multiple experts going out there and saying it, guys. Chat Reader, team praised third down and boosted mid-round. They loved our capital that we gave up. I mean, that we got to trade back. But then said reach for Ole Miss wide receiver, likely available in the 3rd round. Blocking was a key reason, but other playmakers were available. And then they gave Romello Height a B, pure speed rusher, fits need for Bryce Huff's retirement. They gave Keon Black, mid-day 3 pick, expected to be McCaffrey's backup. So a lot of guys aren't just trying to fully stand on it, guys. But you hearing a lot of people, man, finally starting to come at this organization. And I'm telling you, Grant Cohn, shout out to Grant Cohn. I got a lot of respect for that guy, man. I actually look up to him a lot, man, in this YouTube business, man, because he calls it like it is. I don't necessarily agree with everything that the man says, but I respect what the man does because he calls it like it is. And I'm telling you, people are starting to listen to him. And so what he is saying is starting to stand on a lot of shit. It's starting to mean a lot more now. These guys are listening to him because I'm hearing a lot of high value experts go out there and say they're referencing Grant Cohn and him asking that question, and that question, which is you are sitting up here, why are you going against the consensus and you're reaching? And then John Lynch is privately saying, oh, I don't care about what everybody else got to say. It's our board. As if he's fucking picked hella good during all these picks. Bro, pipe down with that, bro. Now, I get it. You want to stand your ground. You want to let this reporter know, we don't care about everybody else. But you got to kind of slice that up a little bit. You don't want to sound weak, but at the same time, you got to come out there and be like, we have missed. Admit that. Because then that way, these dudes ain't willing to get up on your ass so much. But when you want to arrogantly come out here and just say, we don't care, because these dudes take they shit seriously too. That's just like you're slapping them directly in their face when you say shit like that. They're like, I have these guys ranked here. You go and pick them here. And then the season starts. These dudes aren't even playing on you. And then some of these guys that we had in the higher rankings, they're balling out. Come on, man. These are fucking draft picks, dude. This is how you build your team. This draft was terrible, guys. And I'm so much on the record of being able to come out here and say this right now. Even if and I'm a Niner, man, I hope these dudes ball the hell out and prove me wrong. But even if these boys ball out, that has nothing to do with the simple fact that we could have still got those dudes at a different spot and got more picks. I'm just the strategy, guys. That's what I'm thinking. The strategy. Whether you agree with me or you don't, the strategy of where you drafted them to where you literally feel that other teams were really about to jump up ahead of you and draft these guys, I don't believe it. So that's what I want to know, guys, in the comment section. Please let me know if you guys have other reasons on why this might have happened, because I can't wrap my head around it. The only thing that I can really think of, guys, is that and even Kyle Shanahan said it. He's falling in love with players. So that can just literally mean you see a guy, and there's nothing wrong with that. You see a guy that fits your scheme. You see he has a good mold. You see he has a good build on him. You're like, I can do something with that. But you cannot close your eyes to everything, man. That would be almost like listening to one trade and the whole NFL has all these trades and you won't even listen to it. That makes absolutely no sense. So you gotta at least listen, man. And look and do all your due diligence, man, and not just fall in love with a guy and then you realize, like for instance, Ricky Pearsall, we're hearing that they didn't even really interview him because they were trying to play smokescreen the whole time. So how can you, so then motherfuckers get into your system and they get into your locker room and then you don't even know if they're prima donnas or not. You don't even know. You could have seen that having a face-to-face interaction with these guys. So guys, I'm just starting to question the process of how we're conducting things. So guys, let me know in the comment section of what you guys think, man. I had to get on here and let you guys know because, man, the experts was getting on our asses, man. And I got to come and I got to agree with them, man. I was confused. I know a lot of us are confused. Even if we would have drafted these guys, man, it has nothing to do with our draft picks. It just has everything to do where we drafted them. Everything has value on it in life. Everything has value. So at the end of the day, I don't feel like we valued our picks this year. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. I thank you guys so much for checking me out, man. Thank you guys for all the continued support, man. I've been seeing the likes, the subscriptions, the views go up, man. I appreciate that, guys, so much, man. I'm grinding so hard for you guys, trying to come up every day with new content and keep you guys going. So if you guys can please hit that subscription, man, I will really appreciate it. That is the only way that I continue to work out here. Is free, guys, and it's only going to show you guys when I'm on here and I'm spitting my knowledge. So, guys, please let me know in the comment section why you guys think we drafted these players, if you guys think they're still going to pan out, or if you guys think that we got value for our picks. I'm your boy, King Chuck. It's the Niners. Bang, bang, Niner gang, baby. Let me know.